end clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Ballard. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense in an empty set. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for Cole.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was great.
Nothing but green ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's back. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to pass on second down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for a crease. It's Etienne. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Complete to the right. Open runway ahead. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. Though a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fowler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's going to pass. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the right side.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Got him downfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Howard. Complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. He's looking deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field. Huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Makes a grab enough for the first. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Etienne. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Back to pass, it's Beck. He finds his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Trying to run, it's Etienne. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down exit.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
And after 3, we are all tied up.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ibuka. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Power ahead. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th quarter touchdown on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the 4th.
Number 88.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Beck. He's got his man. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. 29 Philly. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They believe they can run right here. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Gets it out quickly. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Power football with the run. Hard running there. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Using his legs, it's Etienne. He breaks a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Beck. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
Pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Howard. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, going to the air. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot. Making a huge gain along the sideline. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. He's got his man. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Going to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David.
He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Right on target this time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Going up top on first down. Going to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Howard. He'll take another shot here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Corner's going to give them room. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Howard. The quick out. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, and we can keep going back year after year, they always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he's got it inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
On second down, wants to throw it. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Third down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have